Alright, this game is not important. Okay, here we go. So, this is RLS versus FPS this season. Hardest freaking thing in the world. Here's a game played against Jamili, Smooch, Resto Shaman Tunneler, and very hard game. This is the hardest game. Hardest matchup in the world. I swear to God, RLS versus FPS is tough, man. Alright, so my goal is to keep my Resto Shaman alive, and I do some pretty pro shit this game, and you guys are gonna see it, and I'm proud of it, because I know I did pro shit this game. So my Resto Shaman sapped, and look at this. Watch, look what I'm doing right now. My Resto Shaman sapped, and look where I'm standing. I'm standing directly behind him, spamming my pounce keybind, because I know where the rogue is going to open. He's going to open behind my Resto Shaman. So if I stand there, theoretically, I can pounce him right on the opener. I don't know if I get it, but I can do it if it happens. So I find the rogue, and he saps me. That's also something that could happen if you're standing there. The rogue can see you first if he pops his stuff and can zap you, but we're okay because the rogue doesn't open until later. So I kick the fear, I get blood horde, he jukes me on the fear, I disorient instantly, and I trinket there, okay? Look, I may have had a bad opener because I missed my juke on the fear, and I got blood horde, and I was about to get refeared, but guess what? Even though I made the mistake, I have to make up for the mistake by blowing a cooldown, but I don't QQ about the mistake, I blow the cooldown and effectively peel. Look, I trinket a blood horror, okay? I trinket a blood horror versus team to keep my shaman alive. Now, most of the time you think trinketing a blood horror is not a good idea, but guess what? RLS demon souling, and I think the rogues was bladesing on my healer, is the scariest thing when your shaman is using a green trinket. That means he's taking 10% more damage, so we're handicapped this game. So keep playing. Look at the rogue. Blades, shadow dance, everything. And I trinketed a blood horror to save my shaman's life. And look at my shaman. He's fucking full health, didn't have to trinket, just blew healing tide, windwalk, and I trinketed a blood horror. That may be not the best thing, but guess what? I did it anyways. And now I'm looking to go to the shaman. I see that's not going to happen. And I see sense, watch, okay? I saw the shaman running away there, okay? I saw the shaman running away there, okay? The shaman was running that way. He was running towards the enemy side of the arena. So guess what? The rogue is in a bad spot. So I swifty. And he immediately has to trinket the pounce. Or he doesn't trinket the pounce. Oh yeah, so the rogue trinkets the pounce there because he knows he's in trouble and gets put into a cap stun. But guess what? Doing that forced the rogue off of my healer. So not only was that an offensive play, it was also a defensive play. The goal as FPS versus RLS is to protect your Resto Shaman as much as possible until you line up a kill on something. Usually the rogue, sometimes the shaman, sometimes the warlock, but usually the rogue. So what I did there was I forced the rogue trinket, I went swifty ham, the Resto Shaman was pulling back, and we ended up getting a lot of cooldowns from the rogue. We got trinket, which is pretty big, and he already Cloak of Shadows. So I noticed that my Resto Shaman's fine there because the rogue did trinket. I get blinded here, I have no breaks, so I know my shaman's in trouble. I'm calling it, and I can't really do anything about it, but you know what? He's okay because the rogue wasn't actually able to push in there because he had no cooldown, so it ended up being really good, and I just pushed on the shaman here. My priest is getting targeted, I don't really give a fuck because you know what? Who gives a fuck if your priest is being targeted? He is dispersed, he's not the kill target, you're fighting against Jamili, he's gonna kill your shaman. So I noticed the rogue, look at this. I noticed the position of the rogue back here. I watched, the rogue usually isn't a good target, but the rogue got feared into Africa, and he just trinketed, so I know he's a great target to swap onto. So I rake him, and I throw the War Stomp, and I start getting a lot of pressure on him here. With the War Stomp, I throw my Ravage Burst into him, throw another Maim into him just to keep him stunned. And then look, watch this. I start casting a clone, and I get feared on it, but guess what? That was a great time to cast a clone because of something. And then watch here. Watch this. Watch this. This is pro. This is pro play. This is predicting something, okay? The rogue just vanished, okay? I know RLS wants to kill my shaman. The rogue vanishes. What are they going to do with that vanish? Well, let's think of options. They're trying to kill my Resto Shaman. Are they going to go open on A, my Shadow Priest, who they haven't done all game? B, me. No, they're not going to open on A or B. They're going to open on the blue, because they're going to kill the fucking blue, okay? And I'm going to do something about that. So I pre-Heart of the Wild heal my Shaman on the swap. Watch, okay? I'm feared, and look what I do. Instantly. Heart of the Wild, Cenarian Ward, and then the rogue opens on the Blood Horror. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous. Watch this. I'm feared. Look what I do. Instantly to the fear. Heart of the Wild, Cenarian Ward on my healer, on the Garrote. Look, I know they're swapping to him. I called it out. I pre-Heart of the Wild to swap, and look, it's healing him. Look at that. Look at those beautiful ticks. And I know I can swap Shaman here, because I know I pre-hearted that swap. So I know we're okay. Although I don't really go for it because I have a heal and I'm kind of a little bit scared, but still. You know what? It was good. My Shaman didn't have to use much cooldowns there. I just go to get a final proc on the Shaman, and this is another great moment right here. Okay? I'm running back to the Warlock. So often in RLS, the Warlock wants to fear you, and he wants to do that using Howl of Terror. So what I do is I juke the fuck out of the Warlock here, and I'm proud of shit at this moment. Watch this. I root the lock, and look, Immediately when I run into him, I step backwards. Watch, I step back and look. He howls. And then I run back to him and start attacking him, just for bad manner. Look at that. And I dodge the howl, and I run back to him, and then I kick the fear just for fucking adding bullshit to it. So, what I did there, okay? I pre-hearted wild the swap. I looked to go to the Rescue Shaman, realized it wasn't a viable target, came back, dodged the Halaterra because I know Warlocks are going to do that to me, so it's a good thing to kind of juke that. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes you can do it. And I'm looking to peel my Shaman at this moment as I know he's under a lot of pressure. So, what I do is I just have the Rogue on focus, I fairy him, I can't really, I think my thing grounds the fear. I get put into a full fear, but I maim that guy, I call the Rogue's going to get a re-stealth here, get dispelled, I Typhoon. Okay, here. The Rogue got a re-stealth, okay? That's probably my fault because I ferried, but I have to make up for my mistake in some way. So that means I'm going to peel the opener next time. So look at this. The Rogue gets put into the fear. I'm immediately generating combo points on him, and out of the fear, I think I put him into a maim, or maybe I just bleed. Yeah, look, I'm spamming maim. Spamming maim. Out of the fear, I use maim instead of rake because I know we're not going to have sustained pressure on this Rogue. We're going to have burst pressure, and that's why it's a good use to use maim there. And then I just root him to keep him off my shaman. I'm just trying to keep my shaman alive here. That's my goal. That's my goal this game. Keep Ham Sham alive, man. Just keep him going. Keep him through the swap. So we have Trinket back up, so we're available to peel for the Trinket. So I kick the fear there, which is good, but my Shaman's in trouble here, so I'm trying to peel the Rogue. I root the Rogue off the fear, can't get dispelled, I disorient, it breaks unfortunately, and my Shaman has to link. So we've blown link, my Shaman doesn't have Trinket anymore, we're in deep shit, man. Next swap, we're in the deepest of shit. So I Trinket there to kind of save my Shaman even more. So that was my consideration of the next swap, the next full fear on me, and I didn't want my Shaman to dispel the UA, and I have to peel him, otherwise he's going to die, because the Rogue has tricks up, so I Trinket there to save him even more. So I get a proc from the Rogue, I start casting Clone, I realize it's not going to go, oh, I clone the Warlock, so it did go off. I ferry the Rogue on the gate, I notice the Rogue's going on the gate, so I ferry him mid-gate so he can't get a re-stealth on the other side, and then look what I do. I think here I run back to the Rogue maybe, to try to stop him from getting another re. So look, I look at the Rogue, or I Typhoon there. So I Typhoon in the general direction of the Rogue, and immediately I run towards the sites. That's another good point that a lot of people probably don't know. Is if a Rogue's going for a re on the other map, guess what? There's these great things in Arena called eyesights. You can get them and see the Rogue while he's in stealth, man. It's fucking great. So I ferry the Rogue, and look, he doesn't get an open on my Shaman because of it. So that was a great use of just awareness of the arena. Get the eyesights. It can help you a ton. The Rogue gets capstun there, so I know he's on stun DR. I just root him off the capstun so he can't get to my Shaman, and I see this as a great moment to swap to their Shaman as their swap just got fucked on our Shaman. So I fuck their swap, the Rogue's into fear, I root him out of the fear, or Fairy, I root him out of the fear, I think. Yeah, root him out of the fear. Shaman drops a capstun, I think I'm gonna dodge the capstun, maybe not. Yeah, dodge the capstun. Rogue's in a root. And here's scary time, okay? I put into a full fear, and I see a coil on my Shaman. I know I have to peel here, okay? I know. The Rogue blows cloak, the Warlock's fucking coiling my Shaman, I'm in a fear. I know after this I have to peel, so I do, okay? Stuck in a full fear. Warlock's in a fear, but the Rogue's gonna be raping my Shaman. Look at his health. It's gonna start going down here. Look at this. The Rogue's fucking raping my Shaman. So look, I come back, I disorient him. Don't attack in the disorient. I disorient the Rogue. Into Fairy Fire, War Stomp, Cyclone. And look, my Shaman's gonna live. He's gonna live. He's fine. He's completely fine. I peeled the swap. We're good. So my job as a feral dude is to keep my Shaman alive, man. Just keep him alive. Nothing more than that. Just keep my Shaman alive. That's all I'm thinking this game. I'm just thinking, keep Ham Sham alive. Don't let him die. Get good burst swaps on the Rogue. Kill the Rogue in swaps. I force the DR blind there on myself because I swifty the Rogue behind the pillar. Important, the Rogue is overextending. I punish him for it. Clone the Shaman off the Hex. Kick the Fear. Get the Blood Horror. And run back to the Rogue. I know the Rogue's looking for a re-stealth here, so I try to ferry it. I can't really get it, and I get it. Got the fairies on the re-stealth while he's mounted. I'm raping the Rogue here, and now look, watch this. I know the Rogue's going to want to be killing me here, but I know I'm not in trouble because I'm so far pushed in. I have all my defensive cooldowns. I'm not worried, so I get gouged. And I think I press wall here, maybe. I get kidneyed. I think I'm just going to press wall out of this because you know what? Why not? I think I press wall out of this because I know I'm not going to be the target for the rest, maybe. No, I don't even wall. I'm fine. So that moment wasn't that scary because I know I'm really not the kill target in general, and the Rogue wasn't dancing or anything on me, so I didn't even blow skin. I didn't blow any cooldown there, so I'm okay. So it's good to notice when you can push in or not, and there I just kind of root the Rogue back there just to keep him off my Shaman. Like, that's my goal. Just slow the Rogue from killing my Shaman. Eventually, we might be able to get some pressure going and get a kill. Rogue's going for a re-stealth there. I come over, instantly ferry him on the Dispel, and put him to a full root. Force the Cloak. That was very big. The Rogue got dispelled out of my fairies. I instantly put the fairy back up and root him, and he cloaks. That means he wants to go aggressive. And I think on me. I think he goes aggressive on me here. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe, I think he actually dies here. I think we kill the Rogue here. So the Rogue gets put into a fear. And I noticed the rogue's kind of pushing far away from his Resto Shaman. And look, watch what happens. I root the Resto Shaman over there. Pharaohs don't have instant clone anymore, but guess what? You still have instant root. Look how far away the Resto Shaman is from the rogue. I'm forcing him to use a global to dispel himself to get closer to his rogue, which he ends up doing. And then look, positional awareness. I Typhoon the rogue away from the Resto Shaman, okay? That's big. That's a good thing. Good things are happening there. Watch this, okay? We're going on the rogue. We're setting up for a kill on the rogue. Look what I do. I look over, see where the shaman is. Watch. I look and see where the shaman is. Look where he is. Over there. I target him. I root him. And then look, I Typhoon the rogue away from the shaman. Okay? And then I'm forcing him to smoke bomb on himself, dismantle me. I'm still fucking in. I'm yelling to fucking kill his stupid ass because I hate RLS so much as this comp. Silence is the healer. He's at 1%. Surely he will go down. My shaman comes in and NS is hex their shaman, I think. Wind shear into NS hex on their shaman and the rogue goes down. That's RLS versus FPS. Very tough matchup, but definitely able to pull through if you play it correctly. Great game there for me. I think I played fantastically. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but you know, pretty dope. Oh, I dispersed? Did I disperse? Oh yeah, I must have dispersed that swap. I thought I did something. Let's see here. Where is it? Yeah, I don't have disperse anymore. Yeah, look right here, okay? So this is the part I was talking about where I thought I used a cooldown. I was really confused why I took no damage. Okay, good call. I'm sorry I didn't see that. I just spaced out and wasn't looking over here. So I'm in here by myself and I just instantly disperse. Just instantly. Just instantly press that button because I know that my shaman's max range. I know that I'm not the kill target and I know this is going to be a lot of damage on me. So I just instantly press that as to not take any pressure and not blow my trinket and wall and stuff. Sorry I didn't see that. I was really confused why I took no damage there, and that's why I was kind of like bumbling through it and thought I used a cooldown, thought I walled or something, but I'd actually just dispersed, so good call on that. But that's why I did it, because I was pushed so far in. I knew I was just going to take a lot of damage, but I also knew I wasn't the kill target, so it's just a good idea to disperse high health so you can keep the pressure going. So that's that game versus the RLS. Awesome analysis. Thanks, man. It's pissing me. Oh. So yeah, that's that game. Um, so yeah, that was a difficult game, but we pulled through, we won, and that's kind of how you want to be thinking as a feral druid. You're going into the game as a goal. Every game I go into a goal, save my teammates from dying. Okay, that's my goal every game. Save my teammates from dying. Use my cooldowns effectively, and I'm not so worried about getting a kill ever. I'm not worried about killing someone. I'm worried about staying alive and keeping my teammates going until we can get that